let's talk about some units to get early game. Hey, the Balabians, it is Sister Creator. Hope you're having a great day. I'm having a great day. We're back today in Arena Tower Defense because I've been asked a couple times about some units to get early on. We're going to talk about that, some mid-tier units and some late-tier units, but I'm going to do a run with those early-tier units to kind of explain how they work, placement, and just some other stuff. So let's do the demo video and stuff. We'll get right on into it. If you haven't already, please make sure you smash the like button and do the same with the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. So when you start off the game, you are given Sergeant, Sniper, and it prompts you to buy Teresa as your first Guardian. Those are really great units. However, long term, they're not that great. My biggest recommendation is when you're starting out is you need to buy Magician. Magician will hold you through 90% of all mediums and is a great starting unit. This needs to be one of your first buys. The next recommendation I do is buy Mela. Mela is able to give you money without it actually being a farm and does stupid amounts of damage from anywhere on the map. You can put Mela in the corner and she's good. So those two right off the bat would probably be my biggest recommendations to go after. I would then recommend Ice Cat because this freezes zombies and pairs really, really well with Mela. Super good. So those are my three recommendations. Let's go ahead and do a map with all three of those. That's Mela with a skin, so I'll go ahead and change her back. Oh, apparently she can be John now. John, I didn't know you were a cook. We didn't have this conversation. Now, they also have added Hitman recently, but Magician will kind of do the same thing as Hitman. He is not needed. Let me say that. And Hitman starts off insanely more expensive. But let's get a run going with these three towers, and I'll kind of explain some things. I need to do Void Lane on any game mode, so we'll just do that. So we'll even do a medium, just so I can show you my point. Alright, to start, we're going to go ahead and put one of these lovely ladies down in the most area of effect that she'll have. And let's just upgrade her twice right away. So we're actually going to upgrade her until she's at upgrade 2. I'm not going to buy any other units. There is no reason for me to. If we need to, I can put an Ice Cat here. Probably should have left a little bit of spots right there. But I can place an Ice Cat right here. We may just go ahead and do that. And Ice Cat's going to do a little bit of damage and slow some stuff down, which allows the Magician to do even more damage. So let me get the Magician up to level 4 and I'll kind of show you how she works. Alright, so Magician at level 4 detects hidden, also can damage leads, which means they can hit everything on the board. And they have it in range, like that range, look at that. That's nuts. So she's pretty much ready to go. Like, I can touch her in a little bit and get her up to rank 5, but I'm not too worried about that right now. I actually kind of want to get Mela out because Mela's just kind of broken, especially starting out early in the game. Because you see she doesn't actually have an area of effect. I'm just going to put Mela in this tippy corner right there. And Mela's going to do her job and shoot. Mela's main special ability is she decreases how much your units cost to upgrade the more and more rounds that cycle through. Which means that she makes units cheaper as well as also giving you more money. And money is importante. Ice Cat. Ice Cat is really good at freezing enemies. It really does not work on bosses, but for mobs, which can overwhelm very easily, and Mela can't really do too much damage to, these are perfect. And she does an AoE attack, which is actually super nice. You can put her up front like this, and she'll help take care of some of the smaller units. Nothing to worry about. Now, the reason these three are kind of a broken combo is Mela has what's called Ricochet. Ricochet means that when she strikes an enemy, it will bounce to the next opponent. I don't have effects turned on. Give me 1 minute and I'll turn that on. There you go. So when the units are close together like this, as you saw that little sharp line go through, that is her using the Ricochet ability and basically hitting all of these mobs back here. So this can actually get kind of broken, especially later in game, because it basically keeps increasing and increasing and increasing. I do need to upgrade. So this is Ice Cat maxed out. Ice Cat's main ability freezes all zombies on the board. That's super OP, super nice. Decent damage, good rate. It cannot see hidden. That's kind of my only complaint. If you have it get struck and it get revealed, there are units that reveal hidden units. then she can see it and attack it. However, if she can't see it, she cannot attack it. But if she does activate her ability, like say you have these quick voids coming in with some ghost voids, she'll attack the quick voids and it'll end up affecting the ghost voids. Okay, so let's get Magician up to top level. So basically, her rate of fire and damage, that's nuts. To give y'all an idea, that's about 162-ish damage per second. This thing does really good work, especially early game. If you're not like going for endless, I mean you can, but this is just kind of to show you. For the end of the video, I will run all of these guys. I'm going to continue on this map. I'm going to do endless as far as I can go with all three of them and kind of show y'all. Now what is really cool about Mela back here is once she gets to her high-end power of basically being able to decrease how much these cost, it works for people's ultimates too, which is actually kind of nice. And Magician's ultimate is basically, they changed it. It's summon 50 rabbits at the end of the track, being able to ram, yeah. It used to be a time, no, that's another one. Sorry, I'm mixing up my units and their specials. But yeah, that's an insane one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run these guys all the way through an endless. Let y'all see the placement when I get near death. And I'll bring it back. Oh, and big recommendation is I would just start putting down units that you want to at some point upgrade. Because here's the deal, they have to be out so many rounds in order to get the effect. So if you already have them out and they're already decreasing, that means you don't have to worry about it later on. Also, at this point in the game, you need to start using hotkeys in order to place your troops, or it gets really, really hard, okay? Well, I got a little overconfident there because I overplaced them instead of upgrading them. But if basically you do that easily, we got to wave 63. I probably could have stayed longer had I needed to. Also, the more endless you do get those shards. So let's go ahead and return back to lobby. Don't do that. Make sure you can upgrade them all the way before you start placing an obscene amount. So after you get those guys bought from the shop, what I would recommend going after would be Wizard. Wizard does a huge amount of damage. Alien. Really don't need Swordswoman. Really don't. Farm is a necessity for endless. Gunner, definitely. Beacon, definitely. And if you're wanting to do endless, Ruby Queen and Cassie. Both are insanely good units to have. If you want to be farming up for the Guardian for Vivi, you can, but if you do get hurt, you do need to get the Arsenalist. These do really, really well in Endless, so definitely something I would recommend. But yeah, hopefully this was informative. I had fun doing this video, and individual crew, y'all are awesome as always, and I'll see y'all next time.